welcome or welcome back. My name is Ari and today is day 6 of my 12 Days After Christmas series. And today we are going to talk about my plans for my 2021 reading while I wear the most obnoxious shirt that I could find in my closet, because I will probably be referencing this video a lot throughout the year, and why not look like a hot mess while recording it? Anyway, so I've got quite a few plans and challenges for myself in 2021. It's easiest for me to read a vast quantity of books when I challenge myself to read like specific topics or like specific things. So this works really well for me. I am not a mood reader at all. I'm in the mood to read all of the books. And I just kind of need to plan out which books I'm going to read, or I won't get to any of them. So what are my plans? So as a vague generalized plan, I would like to clear out as many of the books that I already own as I possibly can. I did make it all the books that I own TBR, or all the books on my own TBR video. I'll put it in the eye right there. But most of the challenges I set myself, not most of them, at least some of them, are designed to get books out of my owned TBR without adding new books. Like I said, not all of them fit this category, but a lot of them are designed to do that. So the other thing I'm doing is the Goodreads challenge. The video that I put out right before this, which I will also link in the cards up there, is my basically what I plan to read from the 2020 Goodreads challenge. I had to make them 2 separate videos because that's just so long, because there's so many books on this. I did something similar last year. I've changed it up a little bit. If you want to know more details on that, watch the video that I just linked in the eye. I will put all of those videos down in the description box as well, in case you missed the eye thing, or then maybe you want to watch the rest of this video and you're not opening things in the middle of it. Thank you, by the way. The next thing I'm going to do is there's 2 book series that I'm challenging myself to spend the year reading. And I'm basically reading, like, there's series that have like a lot of like mini trilogies, quartets, quintets, whatever, in them, and so I'm like reading every section. Let's give examples. So the first one that I'm reading is the Shannara series, and these are just 3 random books. I will be reading the Shannara books in chronological order, not publication order. If you have not read the Shannara books, then I would highly recommend reading them in publication order first, because one of the best books, or one of the best things that I remember about the Shannara series, and one of my very favorite things, is reading the books and then like this huge plot twist that only comes if you read them in publication order. Because if you read them in chronological order, you miss on the whole like super awesome plot twist that Terry Brooks threw at us when he was writing these books. And I'm not going to tell you what it is, and it's hard for me to describe. The only way I can tell you is you have to read them in publication order to get that. But since I've already read all of them in publication order, I am going to read them in chronological order. If you have read them already and want to read along or have no interest in reading, I will put up a video about them every month. It'll probably be combined with the other video or the other series that I'm reading. But this contains 34 total books, and I will be reading them each month. In my TBRs for each month, I'll talk about which books that I'm reading for that month so you can keep up. But again, chronological order, not publication order. Don't follow my order if you're reading it for the first time. The other series that I am going to be reading is the Drit series by R.A. Salvatore, and this is going to be like the expanded universe, not only books that involve Drits, but the books that involve characters that eventually show up in Drit's books, which basically means that I'm gonna throw in like the Cleric Quintet in there. I think there's some other books. This might just be all of Salvatore's Forgotten Realms novels. And I think there might be a couple of series that don't involve Drits at all. I'm also going to be reading series where Salvatore has written like one book in a series, and then like each book is by a different author. I will be reading those as well, just to kind of like, I need a feel for my nostalgia of Forgotten Realms. This will also be read in chronological order. I'm pretty sure publication and chronological are the same, but they might not be. Actually, no, I don't think they are. But this series you can read in chronological order and you're not gonna miss out on anything. Like, you can read them in publication or chronological. I don't think it matters. I'm just reading them in chronological because that's how I want to live my life, in a linear time frame. Again, I will be combining those two series together in a video each month. So if you want to read along with either series or just keep up with what I think about each series, those are going to be probably fairly spoiler heavy because I'm, reading a long ass book series. So if I'm going to keep content up, I've got to spoil later on in the book series. Sorry, but if you're interested in which ones I'm reading which month, that will be in the monthly TBR every month, and then at the end of the month I will do a video talking, like wrapping up basically what went on in the series and what I thought about it. So I'll see you around for those. What is next on my challenge list? Kayla at Books and Lala put out an entire year's worth of buzzwordathon challenges, and I will be doing the buzzwordathon every month. My plan is basically I am going to do at least one book a month. At the very first week of the month, I'm going to do at least one book that matches the prompt for that month. Maybe I'll be inspired some month and do multiples, but because I have so many other things that I'm doing, I'm going to just do, like, challenge myself for one book. And what are the buzzwords for the buzzwordathon, you ask? I'm so glad you asked, and I'm going to tell you now that I have found it. It alternates between a word and a theme. And I will link Kayla's announcement video down at the bottom if you want more info. I'm just going to give you a quick synopsis of it. So January, the buzzword is dream. So you need to find a book with the word dream in the title. February, the theme or the buzzword theme is a color. So you need to find a book with any color in the title. March, buzzword is time. So you need to find a book with specifically the word time in the title. I think it'll also work with like a time of the day, but I'll probably just use like exactly the word time. April, galaxy terms. So any term that kind of somewhat fits with the idea of the galaxy. Stars, planets, space, sky. There's a lot of them. May, the specific buzzword of house or home in the title. June, names in the title. So somebody's name. In anything with a name, as long as it's a person's name. July, the word last in the title. August, a time of the day. So midnight, morning, afternoon, anything like that in the title. We'll find it. September, the word dark in the title. October, any sort of element in the title, like earth, wind, fire, water, spirit, Captain Planet. I guess we can add a heart so we can summon Captain Planet. I actually think one of the characters in the Captain Planet cartoon wears this shirt. I'm shipping it. November, the word lost in the title. And December, we want a day, month, or season. So it could be Monday, it could be October, it could be winter, fall, spring, Thursday. I don't care. Something along those lines. I will put the exact book that I'm reading for each one of these months in my TBR at the beginning of that month, and I will remind you that it is for the buzzwordathon. Next challenge. If you watched my owned TBR video, I have a shit ton of book box books that I would get in a books box and then just stick on a shelf, which is over there and why I keep looking over there, and just not read them. So my challenge for myself next year is every time I open and record an unboxing, I am going to read the book that came in the box and add my thoughts about the book to the end of that unboxing. So as soon as I get the box, I'm going to instantly read that book and make sure I read it before I put the video up. I am not going to include the coffee and the classic books in that because I just don't read most of the classics I get out of that. Those are more like collector's things. And I don't like to pressure myself to read classic novels. So those won't be included, but the other book boxes will. I will also give you a heads up here that I have canceled some of the book boxes I get and I've subscribed to new ones. So we're going to try out some new ones, see what I think of them. I found this really awesome book box. It was like a fantasy book box and it sounded really cool and the shipping was insane. It was like $50 for 3 months of shipping. And I'm like, I'm not paying $50 for 3 months of shipping. So that book box is out for now at least. The next thing that we're doing, or the next thing that I'm doing, is I'm going to assign a monthly theme to my reading, right? This theme is outside of the other challenges that I have just told you about, where those won't necessarily count to the theme. I might read other books that have nothing at all to do with the theme just because I want to read them that month. Maybe they're a new release, whatever, but I want like a general overall theme to my reading. Some months I might like assign the theme to myself where it's like, oh, it's October, I want to read all horrors or thrillers because it's October, or November is a good theme month because I read the books that are nominated for the Goodreads Choice Awards 2021 fantasy. That's going to be my November theme. Like, I already know that. Some months I might have no theme. Like, maybe it's a readathon that month. Like, a month-long readathon. My theme that month is going to be readathon. Maybe I have, like, absolutely no plans for that month. And for that month, I'm going to take a bunch of, like, ideas and throw them into, like, a jar and then just randomly select one. We'll see how that works. I'll probably like that month. It's like, okay, I've got like a list of things that I would be interested in doing this month. Throw them all in a jar, randomly pick one, do that theme for that month. So you might see that all of the themes and stuff will be discussed in the TBRs. I don't think I'm going to do any surprise themes, but I'm not going to hold myself to it. So I'm going to say probably will be discussed in the monthly TBRs, but Maybe I'll do a surprise theme one month, but I really don't think so. I'm not very good at keeping secrets and doing surprises, so yeah, probably not on that one. And then I've got two like very general, kind of not really assigned, but I would really like to do kind of goals. I would like to read 6 classics this year. I don't have a plan of like when I could read all 6 in one month. I could read one every other month. I don't know. I just know that I would like to read 6 classics this year. We'll see how that turns out. I would also like to read 12 nonfiction books this year, and that again might be a lot of them in one month. Probably not one every single month. I would ideally like to read one every single month, but I don't think it's going to work every single month. I'm thinking months like February is probably going to do like a Black History Month theme. I have a lot of nonfiction books that are about the Black experience, so I would probably read a lot of nonfiction books that month. Maybe for Pride Month, I have some nonfiction books for Pride. I can figure that out as I get to it, but ideally I would like to get to 12, at least, nonfiction books this year. We'll see how it goes. I think I've got like 6 of them just from the Goodreads challenge, even if I only read like 2 from each category. So I should definitely be able to get to 12. As for YouTube, I'm going to keep with the trend that I've been on where I upload at least 2 videos a week, one on Tuesday, one on Saturday. I might throw in Thursday videos every once in a while. I usually end up, if like I have a lot of plans and a lot of ideas that particular month, I will stick the book box books on Thursdays. So you might see that in there somewhere. We'll find out, but I don't have any like major YouTube plans. I just kind of enjoy talking about books and making videos. I don't have any plans other than that. I'm sorry. I'm the worst YouTuber ever. Anyway, thank you for coming to today's video. I will see you tomorrow with, what is my subject for tomorrow? Let's ask my cell phone. Dear cell phone, tomorrow you're gonna get my TBR for January. Are you excited? I'm excited. See you tomorrow.